I was invited to Family House way back in the early 2010s. I went to Cabernet for Connoisseurs. I was sitting in the back, and it was just an incredible night. And the thing that sort of really hooked me was clearly the mission of Family House.
Family House is a home away from home for families with children battling life-threatening illnesses at UCSF. We have 80 rooms and can house 250 people nightly.
Everything is free of charge for the families. We have fully stocked pantries to dinners provided 4 nights a week, entertainment for the kids and their families, laundry facilities, a gym, everything you would have at your own house.
I often get asked, why Family House? What is it about Family House for me and Yvette that sort of makes it click? I went to Stanford, she went to Cal. We're not often contributing to each other's alma maters, if you know any history between the two universities. And the one thing about Family House is that it sort of brought us together. We've both had impacts of our family with illnesses and cancer. It was sort of like purpose-built to sort of bring us together. And it's been this one cause that we sort of both really tugs at both our hearts. And for us, it was meant to be organization, and we're still glad to be a part of it.
Yvette and Adriel were the obvious honorees for this year's Cabernet event.
And we're glad that you can join us in celebrating all that they have done for Family House. Adriel's been involved with Family House since 2011. He's served on the board of directors. He's co-chaired this event. Adriel is also proprietor of Memento Mori, a winery that has long supported this Cabs event and therefore all things Family House. We couldn't be more thrilled to be honoring him and Yvette this evening.
My best friend Hayes, near the end of his college career, he contracted cancer. Thankfully, he survived that catharsis of not knowing what would happen, how will this impact my life. The idea of sort of remembering your effectively mortality is what sort of born out this idea of the name of Memento Mori. It means memento, remember, and mori, which is mortality. So remember your mortality. This is great sort of intertwinings of something that I really have a passion for in wine, but also a passion for in giving as well with Family House.
This is our 28th year of the Cabernet for Connoisseurs event. We have raised over $17 million for the Family House mission.
This Cabs event is so important to Family House because we depend on the funding provided to take care of the families at Family House. This is our flagship event, and the funding is mission critical.
If you're giving of your time and or of your money, you want to know that it's serving the purpose of what you intended to do. Having been part of Family House, both as a board member and as a contributor here to Cabernet for Connoisseurs, being able to see all the reports, I get to see, how the budgets are spent and seeing how this has grown. And for me, it's particularly inspiring that you see it every day. And here you have these families who their children are going through very, very vulnerable situation. And that's what Family House does. It provides this sort of safe place for them to not have to think about the situation that they're absolutely going through, but sort of be surrounded by all the other things that they need to think about, food, shelter, etc. And Family House absolutely does that. And so that's why when I think about where you are sitting, it's going to go to an incredible and valuable cause. When I think about the future, I think about where Family House has come from. Very sort of humble and earnest beginnings. You had a physician who saw families sleeping in hallways, trying to care for their children and to be there as their children are getting care. And he saw a need from Dr. Ablin's history. Founding Families created the 2 homes that's now sort of expanded into this beautiful, larger building, but feels like a home. I think for me, I'd love to sort of see how do we involve not just Family House itself caring for families that absolutely need it, but how do we sort of continue to sort of reach out to the community, which I know that we are, and I know that they're contributing. I'd love to see that expand further. It started from one family and set of families, but now you have a community that's caring effectively for the community, and I think that's the thing that I absolutely see Family House doing in the future.
Thank you for being here.
And cheers to Cabs 2024.